To TSR Live, where we debate the norms and the trending topics. I'm your boy, Tone Kapone.
I'm KEKE.
And I'm your boy, Zach Boog.
Yeah.
Now, roommates, you've been speaking your mind and telling us how you really feel, all about the stories in the comments on the Shade Room. So now this is a space where we can come spill a tea together and get into it, okay? We want to hear from you, and this show is all about you.
And that's right, man. Tonight, TSR investigative reporter Justin Carter will check in and give us an update on what's happening at the Republican National Convention, and we'll discuss Trump's attempted assassination, Team USA basketball, and the YSL Young Thug trial.
Yep, and our political contributor, A.B. Barnes, will stop by to give her thoughts on the President Biden's response to what a black job really is, and she'll bring us an exclusive from her attendance at the recent NATO summit in D.C.
Plus, Al Reynolds will join us to talk Greek life, transgenders, and the end of Fox Soul, TGIF. Whoa, we have all of that and so much more. It's the Shade Room Live, baby. That's right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Get it. Whoa. Hey, man, look, up first, the Republicans are having a hell of a week. Trump almost got assassinated. Yeah, and part of his ear allegedly is gone. Yeah, that part. And now ear bandages are the new fashion trend at the Republican National Convention. Look at them dang ear patches.
Yeah, man. And there's also reports of the RNC raffling off AR-15 rifles, man. That's crazy.
Now, this is the thing, man. First of all, what does this look like to you when you see those patches, bro?
Cocaine.
Oh, my God.
Cocaine packs. They serving work at the RNC convention. Man, you get 10 keys at the RNC convention. Dope boys going crazy.
Hey, man, but then another thing, though, people are mad about, the AR-15s, guns. People, that's always a big debate. How do you feel about just owning guns?
Well, you know me. You're a shooter. I'm a shooter, baby. Okay, got to keep that thing on me at all times. But I'm not walking around with no Band-Aid now. That's too far.
No, the thing is, Kiki, you shouldn't really have guns. They're unnecessary.
For who?
No, just hear me out. If nobody has them,
right,
we all good. And if nobody has them and all we can do is throw hands,
right,
guess what? It's going to be way less fights and arguments and everything, because don't nobody really want to fight.
Exactly. You know big, I can't fight, baby. My fighting days is behind me.
Well, you're going to have to figure out another way.
I need to have a strap on me. You just never know when you need it. Now, I'm not saying you go out and use it everywhere, but just in case of emergencies, you got to have that thing.
You got to have that thing, Zach, especially when there's people walking around with cocaine packs.
Right.
To their head.
I just think it leads to bigger things, man. You think about it, school shootings, different things like that happen. Yeah. Road rage. People get shot about road rage just because somebody cut them off.
That's true.
If you didn't have that as an option, how else would you handle your issues?
Well, that's true. And what you say is very important, but I think there need to be stipulations put in place where people need to be verified before they can just go get a gun. I don't think everybody off the street should just be able to go get army rifles and have them on them. No, but you should, if you are a law-abiding citizen, you have all your paperwork and everything fit and you pass your test, then you should be able to have a firearm, in my opinion.
Absolutely, on every floor of your house.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's how you know he got a lot of money.
Yeah, every floor of your house.
Here you go.
I have one floor.
We got one little dusty pistol. We got 2 bullets in it. Every floor. What is going on now?
Oh my God, man. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and get to the Republican National Convention, man. What's going on?
Oh my God. Now, this convention has been all over the news, and it's been very interesting because the choices of their speakers. Yeah, let's start with Monday night. Amber Rose, she was the closing speaker. There was a lot of stuff that she said in her little speech. What did y'all think about Amber being there?
I think she's fine.
We know that, Tone. What did you think about the speech?
That she was fine.
Let's watch the speech.
People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
I love how she didn't say nothing.
Nothing at all.
You have to do your research. I looked at it and I saw the red hats And they were so rad. And they were like, yeah. It don't take much to impress them folks.
The only part I didn't like about it is they called a rapper and the influencer. The influencer part, okay. But the rapper part, man, when she did try to rap, lucky she fine.
Bro, you know people got rapper in their bio that can't rap.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, her being there, I mean, she's probably the finest woman inside the Republican National Convention.
That's facts.
And I'm just looking at that's the best you can do. No shit, you know, Amber is nice, but Amber ain't been that girl in a while.
What you mean?
She's not that girl.
What you mean?
She's not that girl. They had Jada Waiter and Ari up there. Then maybe I wasn't tuned in. But Amber Rose, baby, she ain't been popping since Winston left her. That man with the blonde hair and left her for Cher. And now she down at the convention snazzing at Trump. Listen, I think they could have did a little better RNC, but you know.
That's bad.
I ain't gonna lie. They had Jada Waiter up there. I'm voting Trump. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Okay, Ari would never.
Ari would do it.
No, she wouldn't.
With the right check, she would.
You might be right.
Come on, man. She could have went up there and finessed it like, you giving me what? Bet.
You right. Chicago, we ain't
how
talking about money.
How much y'all would pay? How much they gotta pay y'all to go up there and talk?
Oh, I go up there and talk. I got a lot to say to the RNC. I got a lot of things on my mind. They can get me for free. Once I get done in that, baby, it's gonna be a whole different topic going on. So yeah, they don't want me down to the RNC.
They were trying to get they were actually trying to get somebody else, Zach, wasn't they?
Oh,
they were trying to.
Oh yeah. They was trying to get 50 Cent. Yes, yeah. They wanted him to perform Many Men.
Oh my God.
Whose idea was that? Matter of fact, when 50 Cent was performing, I think he was in Boston, and they had this meme right here. He was performing with Trump on his body.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, what it is it's a complete reach to get the black vote.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, first you have Amber up there, which again, she's fine, but she's also said that she's not black. She's not black. And I always get, and biracial people, I have no qualms with you, except when you say you're not black. That be the first thing that pop out your mouth. I'm not black. No, you are black and you are white. That's it. And it's fine. You don't have to identify anyway, because you can choose both. That's my thing. And then it just seems like that people, they're just trying to pander to us to get us to go one way instead of black folks looking to be, in my mind, I ain't gonna tell you what to do and what not to do.
Right.
But it's gotta be like Ice Cube said, what are y'all gonna do? I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm looking at the candidates and like, what are you going to do for black and brown people in the country? Because simple fact is that, people tell us bold-faced lies and they're like, okay, I'm still a Democrat. I'm still a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of holding our vote and treat it as valuable as it is and pick the right candidate. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to pick sides, pick who's best for the culture.
Man, they should just, I'm going with Ice Cube. Whoever Ice Cube vote for.
Oh, God. Oh God!
Whoever convention Ice Cube.
And Jada Waiter, man.
Yeah. Well, man. And Friday folks.
Okay, as long as we get that.
Yeah, as long as we get that, I don't care.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Hey man, since we're on the RNC, we have our host, man, TSR investigates Justin Carter, who's in Milwaukee to check things out. That's very cool. I want to know what's going on down there.
Okay, Justin, we gotta get the tea.
Hey y'all, it is loud. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you, Justin.
What up, boy?
Man, I mean, it is lively right now. We are live right now, right above where the floor is here at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All day long, speakers have been on and off the stage. We just heard from Eric Trump, and a shocking turn of events too. Melania showed up. I know that there were reports that she wasn't going to be taking. I know, KEKE. She wasn't going to be taking a big role, but she just showed up as well. And right now, Kid Rock is on stage. I don't know if you can see.
Okay.
Yeah, Kid Rock is on stage right now. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I'm going to shoot some people out of the way so y'all can see.
There you go, Justin. I mean, come on, man. You're in Milwaukee, bro. There you go.
Yeah, we're going to get in the mix. So, I mean, this is where all the delegates are. If you can see, they're kind of all separated by individual states. Illinois, Nebraska, there's more than 5,000 of them. And, of course, they make the deciding vote as far as who the presidential nominee is for the Republican Party. And of course, as you guys know, it is Donald Trump. It is a very active, lively crowd right now. They're waiting for Donald Trump right now.
Justin, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have your pistol on you? Because they got that.
Well, listen, they got it on them, so I got to make sure. I got to make sure I'm good. I had the prayer warriors pray for me while I was here.
Okay.
Now, you got your good suit on, friend, but what have you identified so far that the roommates need to know from the RNC?
Well, so far, it's been very calm out here. I'm going to step away. It's a little loud. It's been a very calm experience so far. I'd say I did pull aside a few Black voters who were saying, hey, listen, I'm voting for Donald Trump because I'm a Christian and I believe in his values and it aligns with his policies. So, yeah, we had a lot of conversations. We talked to Laura Trump, his daughter-in-law, as well as, sorry, I'm out of breath. Woo!
It's okay, baby.
Had to get up them steps. Wow.
I got you.
Talk to Congressman.
Audio in, bro.
Man, I go to the gym, but man, them some steep steps.
Okay.
Byron Donalds as well, Congressman Byron Donalds from Florida. He chatted with us. He's very controversial. He's been viral before, saying things about Jim Crow and all types of things. So we have all of that. It's coming up for tomorrow. We're putting a story together, just a full wrap of what's going on. But as you can see, the excitement is growing as just in about maybe I would say 20 or 30 minutes or so, Donald Trump will take the stage to accept that Republican nomination.
Man, that's crazy. Justin, are they discussing Project 2025?
Listen, you know who discussed it? Laura Trump. She said, yes, she did. Daughter-in-law said, listen, I don't know where this came from. Of course, the Heritage Foundation is who drafted it, but she said, my father-in-law, Donald Trump, has nothing to do with Project 2025. Donald Trump hasn't even read all 900 some pages of it. It's completely false, and I don't know where anybody's getting it from. So I heard that right from, the co-chair of the Republican committees, who is Lara Trump. So that's what she said from her mouth.
Wow. That's a big statement. Is there anybody else that we can expect that you've been speaking to?
Yep, I talked to a few Black voters. I talked to Lara Trump exclusively. We got her tape. And Byron as well. And I'm going to talk to a few other voters after we're done to just kind of get a feel for what they're thinking about the speech and about the excitement surrounding this nomination. It's supposed to be well into the night. What is it, 9:25 right now? I don't think we're going to leave here till 11:30. People are taking shots at Casamigos in the Creator Hub. I mean, it is like a wild party for them. I'm not. I'm drinking cranberry juice.
Hey, Justin, if you hear anybody go, what?
You know when that what?
When you start hearing that, it's time to go.
Listen, no, the bosses are watching too. I can't do any of that.
No doubt.
All right, well, Justin, thank you for checking in. The roommates will be sure to check you out. You can find Justin on TSR Investigates on the Shade Room's YouTube channel. So make sure you check in with Justin in his good suit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
All right, Justin.
All right, man. President Biden finally, man, put the Black jobs debate to rest this week in Las Vegas. If you recall, during the first presidential debate, Donald Trump said this.
His big kill on the Black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking Black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking Black jobs.
You can't keep taking them Black jobs.
Can't take the Black jobs.
Do y'all feel like he has a point there or something with these Black jobs?
That man is crazy, and they telling you exactly what they think of y'all, man. The thing of it is, Black jobs, in their mind, Black people are supposed to do what we think is low-income jobs. You're supposed to work at McDonald's. You're supposed to be a janitor. You're supposed to be, all of these jobs are starting points. Unfortunately, people forget that Black folks didn't start off right way in America. So yes, the things that you should say are black jobs. Those are jobs that, that my great-great-grandma did to help my grandmother and my mom get to where they at. My grandfather, all of us, really for real. So these jobs, when people they look at when they see someone shining a shoe, that's a modest beginning to somebody's family tree.
But I think he does have a point to the point of this when it comes to black jobs. Not necessarily that each job is for a certain race of people, but you got to look at it like this. A lot of times black people get jobs due to minority contracts. Okay.
Unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. And it's a minority contract, not a black people contract, but to be more inclusive. One of my friends' family owns a concrete company, and they built their whole life off being a minority contracting company. And I think what Trump may be alluding to is these immigrants come in and they'll award those people those minority-based contracts to them before they'll do it for African Americans.
Brother, the hell was you talking about?
I'm just saying.
I just wanted to say that. What you just said, you gave that dude way more credit. Yeah, man.
Nevertheless, the black jobs conversation obviously started a lot of mess on social media. So let's take a look at some of the backlash from it.
Excuse me, sir. What's a black job?
It's complicated. A job done by a majority of African men.
What do you do?
I'm an orthopedic surgeon.
Sir? What's a black job?
Black job is a contractor and a renewable energy developer.
Oh, that's what you do?
That's what I do.
That's a black job. Thank you. Hold on a second.
So, man,
What's a black job?
designing products for a multi-billion-dollar bank.
Wow. Thank you, brother. Excuse me.
Hey, look, let's be real.
No, that's right.
Everybody knows what a real black job is. Okay, a black job is a job where you get paid less than white people for doing the same.
You ain't wrong when you're right, friend.
That's a black job. Okay.
Oh my God.
And after 2 weeks of the black job debate, Biden, he pulled up to the NAACP convention this week in Las Vegas and gave his take on what a black job is.
Folks, I know what a black job is. It's the Vice President of the United States. I know what a black job is. The first black president in American history, Barack Obama.
Tell him, Joe.
Here's the thing. I don't like when he used all his energy to yell. He need all his energy. I don't want him to use all his battery.
Oh. He definitely was on supercharge when he did.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's a black job. He get ready to pass out.
He called out his black friends. I love it. Now, joining us to discuss her black job is TSR political contributor and our friend A.B. Burns.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what it do? What it do?
Welcome to TSR Live, baby. What up?
Yes. Now, first, let's start with your thoughts on the whole black job topic. What do you think about it?
I don't know what Trump talking about, and Trump don't know what he talking about either. Okay, a black job to him is probably the jobs that he think he be paying people to do. And Biden should know what a black job is because he didn't put plenty of people in them jobs. We got a black VP. Okay, we got a black female Supreme Court justice. Our EPA director is black. What else? The lady who managed America's budget, she black. So that's all I know when it comes to a black job.
Facts. All right, now the 75th NATO summit recently convened in Washington, D.C., and your black job had you front and center. But before we get into that, can you explain to the roommates exactly what NATO is?
Break it down.
Yes. So NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and it was founded in 1949 after 2 world wars. And basically what it is you run up and you're going to get done up messing with us. Okay. Yeah. We ain't got time to be playing them games with you. And we will jump you. Okay. So if you try one of these allies, right, it's 32 allies now. It started off with 12. But if you try one of us, we all finna pull up like the Avengers and we getting down. So be ready.
Yeah.
And we actually have a clip from your question and answer with former assistant to the Secretary of Defense for Public Affairs, John F. Kirby. Can you set up this clip and get your response after?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what I'm asking Admiral Kirby is, why should we as Americans, everyday Americans, care about the war between Russia and Ukraine, and how does it benefit or affect American democracy? And he gave me his answer.
Russia has significant military capabilities to try to force their will on the world order. And in this case, Ukraine. They're not the only nation, but they are a nation capable and desirous of upending this world order that we put in place. What I think, or what I hope Americans who study history take away from World War II is, if you don't stand up to a dictator and a tyrant, they'll just keep going. Putin really only understands one thing, and that's strength. If we were to abandon our support for Ukraine, he would march right up into Kyiv, and he would march right up to the western part of Ukraine, try to claim it all, and then that puts him right up against that eastern flank of NATO, which is now 2 more nations strong. NATO is a defensive alliance, but it's purely about defense. He doesn't believe that. He believes that NATO's intent, led by the United States, is to encircle and contain Russia and to eventually attack Russia. We have to take his rhetoric seriously, and he has threatened NATO allies. And if he goes after a NATO ally, that triggers Article 5, which is a mutual defense commitment. Article 5 says an attack on one is an attack on all. And then you really are in a war with Russia on the European continent, and potentially a cataclysmic war, because you're talking about a nuclear power.
Wow.
I don't even know what cataclysmic means, but I know it's serious. I don't want no cataclysmic. You know how many pills you got to take to get rid of cataclysmic? From a girl in Brazil. Oh my God. Gave me that cataclysmic.
Excuse him, AB.
AB. But no, that's a lot to unpack, AB. It's a lot. Can kind of help the roommates unpack all of that.
I got you. So basically what Kirby is saying is, if you give a mouse a cookie, they're going to want some milk, right? So if we give Putin and Russia an inch, they're going to take a mile, and that mile might end up in NATO territory. And if it end up in NATO territory, like I said, run up, get done up, it will trigger Article 5, which will mean we going to have to jump in, and 32 allies are going to try to jump in. And so they have created this defensive alliance to say, inch at your own risk, homie. Like, if you want some smoke, we got some for you. It's going to be chimneys and all kind of stuff going on around here. But if you keep it cool, keep it cute, stay over there, everything's going to be okay. And so the benefit to us is we don't have to jump into a fight. We are a defense. We don't start nothing, won't be nothing. But if you start with us, we pulling up on you. And so he's just breaking that down and saying that this is why America needs to support Ukraine, because they are so close to our other allies. And what we don't want is to give him that leverage to think, oh, I can take Ukraine, now I'm going to run up in Poland or, Sweden, whatever, and try them and see how it is. We don't want to do that to you, bruh.
Yeah. Now, AB, if you could do just one favor for me, I want you to run it back and remind all the roommates why it's important that they care about what happens at NATO.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, do you want to? If you're trying to run it,
Yo.
That's
no, but honestly, it's like, unless you want to get down on the ground floor and be out there squabbling with Putin and his people, we need to go ahead and allow this alliance so people can feel, these dictators, right, can feel deterred from even trying this in that capacity. It's 32 of us. It's one of you. You're not going to win that fight, bruh. Right? So we keep that defensive alliance because it prevents other dictators from thinking it's cool to run up over here. Otherwise, you might be in a draft and you're going to have to squabble, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't need Zach on the front lines.
Nah, man.
We do not need Zach.
I'm being there hitting with this part of my fist.
Yeah, he's gonna be trying to windmill on the front line, and we don't want it. We don't want it at all. But thank you for checking in with us, AB, and we'll definitely be talking to you soon.
All right, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, man, let's pivot back to the Trump train and head to the A. That's right. The Atlanta courthouse in Fulton County, where he faces election fraud charges from District Attorney Fannie Willis. All right, DA Willis is known as the RICO DA and is overseeing both Trump and the Young Thug trial. Woo!
Man, will this case ever end? I feel like it's been going on forever.
Never.
How about we just start over? You know what I'm saying? The old judge got threw out the case. They had a new judge that got reassigned, and the new judge was like, hey, I can't do this. I got a conflict of interest because one of her deputies had an improper relationship with a co-defendant.
Oh, my God.
And they was allegedly moving that work into the jail, helping one of the co-defendants get the work in. So.
I just want to know when we're going to get a new Young Thug album. When does that come?
What do y'all think Young Thug is sitting back just watching all this happen? Because it's really like an episode of Power. Like, it's just so many things wrong with it. So many things happening. He just sitting there getting chunky. What do y'all think?
This trial seems like Tyler Perry wrote it.
You are not lying. I'm tired of it.
I'm so tired, man. It's been going on. It's been going on for like 2 years. Young Thug has done time already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think it's got to end. If you ain't got them yet,
okay,
you got to switch the judges.
Come on,
you got to switch witness. Everybody got to talk. Let's just let him go. Let him go and figure it out later. Wait till if he's that much of a criminal, let him do something else and get him on that. If he's much of a criminal, you ain't got him on that.
You're like, let him out. He'll do something wrong.
Do something else. Like try something.
His hair looks fabulous, though. I will say that.
I wonder who's doing his hair.
He got to be one of the
between somebody's legs.
Oh, please, no.
No. That is a good question.
Who braiding your hair?
Who braiding your hair?
You look nice, child.
Who braiding it?
Look like he got a skincare routine and everything.
Probably a big dude. Like, I've been to culinary. Beauty school, 95.
Here, 20 hours.
20, I got to cook.
Cannot stand y'all. Look, but while we're talking about hip hop, let's just keep it on this, man. Not Like Us has hit #1 on the Billboard charts again.
Yeah.
I feel like I did that by myself because I run it back all day.
Yeah.
But how y'all feeling about the song at this point? People are starting to say that they're tired of the song. And can Drake really make a comeback? What do y'all think?
Yeah. First of all, Drake need to do some push-ups like that before he even tries to make a record, because it seems like whatever Kendrick's doing is making him rap his face off. I said it before. Not Like Us has gone beyond being a diss record. It's just the best record we've heard in a long time in hip hop. That's a fact. This is one of the biggest records. It's one of those records. If you don't hear it in the club, you mad.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but Drake is fine. Drake is perfectly fine throughout this entire.
You think so?
All he has to do is chill out. Okay, if he just chill, take the summer off. Do like Will Smith did, disappear for a while and come back with a banger, talking to the ladies, he'll be just fine. I'm telling you.
No, he need to go talk to the lady. The lady. And he need to get Kurt Franklin on the track and come out. Maybe he need to drop a gospel record.
No,
I think we need a gospel record from Drake at this point because Kendrick is having his way. Okay. Yeah. Hitting Billboard #1 chart again is not easy to do.
I want to let you know, if Drake makes a gospel record, I'll hate him for the rest of my life. Because I'm a huge Will Smith fan. Okay. And Will Smith came out in the BET Awards with Dan Fire and Kurt Franklin. And I want to let you know, Will, the choir is what saved you, bro.
Oh my
God. That record was trash.
He came out that mug rapping like a Christian rapper.
Yes. Yes.
What do you do, Zach? How you rap?
When I'm looking in my soul, I need a second chance. Give me a second chance, brother. Won't you stand by me?
Well, to the choir, because the choir was really holding them. The choir was just singing their little face.
When you're down and out, just look to the right and say, God got my back. Well, them lyrics was basic and fundamental. It sounded like a elementary school graduation rap.
Oh my God.
Fire. Fire, man. Oh my God, man. Let's get to the Olympics, though. They are right around the corner, and Team USA is off to a winning start. That's right. They are the Super Friends. That's right. This team has an easy win. It had the easy win on Wednesday when Serbia tried to run up and got done up 105-79. That's right. They won all of their training games thus far.
But you know what they saying.
What they saying?
This team is just so great and so grand. It's all of y'all favorite basketball players.
Yeah.
But they're saying that their egos are starting to get in the way of everything. They in the locker room beefing, child.
Nah, Kiki, this is an easy one right here. They beefing because they found out they are sharing the same side chick.
Oh, God.
It's one lady that got invited by 5 of them at least.
Wow. There's a bunch of married men on this team, right?
Look, yeah. Look, come on, man. Forget it. Nah, let's not be. Come on, man. Now you know when they marry a basketball player. They know what you got to decide. Know what you sign up for.
You see how this toxic Tony has entered the room because just because you marry a successful man does not mean you're signing up to be cheated on.
No, I did not say successful. I just said basketball.
Also, all basketball players.
Well, most athletes.
Okay.
They not. Come on, man. This is the thing. This is the thing. Like, how many times do we got to hear a story and we go in the shade room? Such and such got caught cheating. It said they happen to be an athlete.
I mean, that's true.
Okay, am I lying?
You're not lying, but I just feel like, we can't just be saying the flesh is weak for everybody on the basketball team. No, married men.
It's a lot of hotel keys.
I was just saying, it's a lot of men away from their families for a very long time too, Kiki. And the flesh is weak.
Wow.
You got fine, built up women. Built up like you, Kiki. Boom.
No.
Fluffy and fine.
They coming at you like, hey, mister. You had a good game last night. What that man gonna do?
So you said it's a bunch of big girls over there chasing Team USA?
No, I said beautiful women.
Okay.
Big girls chasing Team USA.
I'm just saying, I'm the captain.
I know. Yeah. I know you got big girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know.
Don't you start. We know you the big girl colonizer. We know you.
So here's the thing. Tone got a thing for big women. Okay.
What happened to see?
I like they squishy.
What you call them though?
Fluffy and fine. That's like Kiki.
And what else?
That is true.
No, it's not just big women that fall into that category. If you want me to get to it,
okay.
Nasty sixes.
Wait a minute. You didn't put the big women in the nasty six category?
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of big women that are nasty sixes and skinny ones. And medium-sized ones.
Yeah, don't discriminate. Make it an equal opportunity employer. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a nasty six. They know how to roll weed.
I love nasty.
Okay.
They know how to they get your drinks and they nasty and they friendly. Nasty sixes get married. It's the 9s and 10s is the bill.
I've learned.
Okay, all right. Look, I don't want to get to that.
All right. Let's get to this, man. One of my favorite Shade Room hashtags is the great debates. And the next story is definitely up for debate. It's related to Team USA. I'm talking about Bronny James. Yeah. My man.
All right, man. Let's get into this conversation, man. The NBA Summer League is happening right now in Vegas through July 22nd. I actually had a chance to check out some of the games over the weekend, and one of the viral moments thus far is when you saw Jaylen Brown pulling up with his girl and Angel Reese. That's right, Kaiser Godzik, who is a fine one. He had a 2-piece spicy. But it was a poorly spotted courtside saying, I don't think Bronny is a pro.
I saw that. And, he once it started spreading all over the internet, he cleared it up real quick by posting, it's a flex to have your son alongside you in the NBA and, blah, blah, blah. He kept it real cute, but he didn't exactly backtrack on what he said. So what do you guys think about the whole nepotism topic? Because I feel like Bronny is getting a lot of heat just because he's LeBron James' son.
He's the most popular 55th pick ever. Most of the people we didn't care about in this draft, seriously, to be honest, we all wanted to see Bronny. And people going to the games. The games were packed when Bronny was playing. Not just nobody cared about anybody in Summer League except for Bronny James. Now, Bronny James has had bad games. Everybody's talking about it. He's nervous. A lot of nerves happening. But no, I watched the internet. He just had a good game, and nobody said anything about it. This is a big flex. LeBron James is showing everybody how to do this, son.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get my son a little job as soon as I can get him where I don't know where he's gonna be. I might be working at Popeyes 20 years from now. I'm gonna get him on the fryer. It's nothing wrong with getting your child a job and setting them up, for success. So hats off to LeBron and Bronny for that, because it's nothing. And a lot of times, I don't think we would be upset if it wasn't LeBron. It'd be so much LeBron hate that he is actually inheriting the hate that his dad gets. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody say nothing to what's his name from Milwaukee Bucks?
Oh yeah, we got Giannis.
His brother came. At least we've seen Bronny play basketball on a different level before in his life.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never seen Giannis' brother ever play a game of basketball outside of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, but
and then they got no highlights in high school, middle school. He ain't got an elementary school clip. He ain't got a gold medal running track. He just there.
Hey, that is a big flex. But then there's another part of this story that's also a part of it. Jaylen Brown's not used to being famous right now, as famous as he is. Finals MVP, got one of the biggest contracts in NBA history. And he just didn't know. You on the front line. There's no stories out. You on the front. You sitting there in the front talking about LeBron James' son. Put your hand over your mouth, cuz, like this. Put your and say that. Hey, you know better than that, man. So you got caught. Look, this is just foolery right here.
But do you think what he said was wrong? Do you disagree with the statement? He said he's not a pro.
No, I do. I disagree. Okay. But I disagree with the statement because when he first got to Summer League, he was the number 3 pick and shot. I think he had an offer game.
Yeah.
I think he had an offer game. No one thought Jaylen Brown was going to be the Finals MVP, even though you get picked third. Really, in sports, you never know who's going to pan out, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's some kind of like possibility when you're in that lottery pick. But man, when you are a person that loves the game, like LeBron James, his son, like Bronny, man, it's no way you're not going to be. And he got the tools. He got a 40-inch vertical. He's quick. He's twitchy. And he's got LeBron James as a daddy that's going to help him out.
You got your Bronny jersey already. Did you get you one while you was out there?
Nah, man. You know what? I although I'm a Michael Jordan fan, I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Okay.
He is the GOAT. But Bron has done something for today's athlete that I think nobody has ever done before.
By picking his son?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. What if your son was on the same bench with Bronny and it was one spot? And because he's LeBron, his son got picked over your son, but your son actually had the skill. Would you still feel the same way?
Yes, because life isn't fair.
That's a good point.
Life ain't fair.
That's a good point. And I'm just playing devil's advocate because I am in total support of Black nepotism, okay? A lot of us, our daddies didn't teach us nothing. Now, so a lot of y'all daddies didn't even teach y'all how to grill, ain't taught y'all how to change no oil, ain't get y'all new jobs down at Jiffy Lube. I'm just saying. But, so I'm not mad at this, but I just wanted to see what you thought about it.
Okay. Hey, man.
Well, while we on basketball, man, congratulations to HBCUs, Allen University and Edward Waters University, who've been elevated to NCAA Division II status. That is big for HBCUs. As you know, I went to one of the best HBCUs in the country, the Tennessee State, the illustrious Tennessee State University, located in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's go Tigers.
Yeah, the Ivy League school of Black colleges. Yes. League loves them, man. Yeah. All right, man. Let's hop into a hot topic, though, on Black Greek life. Alpha Phi Alpha reportedly becomes the second Black fraternity to ban transgender members. Phi Beta Sigma was the first. Now, according to several news sources, the ban follows a debate at the Alpha Fraternity's annual convention. The publication The Guardian reached out to Eric Webb, the director of communications for 8phi, who had no comment. Zach Boog.
What's up, bro?
And then you Alpha. I'm a Kappa.
I am an Alpha. I'm a man of Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the bros.
Shout out to the notes.
Why y'all doing this?
Well,
what?
I'm like, what was y'all getting?
Yeah, why y'all being close-minded,
okay,
bro?
Well, first of all, I wasn't at the meeting. Okay, that's the first step. I was not at the meeting. Second thing, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to understand it. So you're saying that women? I'm asking, are women? Stop, y'all childish. Are they saying that women, people who were born naturally a woman, can't join A5?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But because I'm, born a woman, biologically a woman, but transitioned into a male.
I think it should be based on if you can get women. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can pull some bad chicks, you got my vote. I don't care. I don't care what your race is. You can be a woman, man, dog. I don't care. If you can make the party live.
Wow.
You the live brother?
You the live brother?
They don't care if you're trans.
I don't care. If you identify with trans, I don't care.
Well, can we bring somebody in here with some sense and another perspective? Joining us is pop culture commentator and host of Court of Public Opinion, Al Reynolds. What's up, friend? You there?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, Brad?
What's
up, roommates? What's up, roommates?
Now, you're a member of a Black fraternity and you're a member of the queer community. So what are your thoughts on the whole trans ban implemented by the Alphas and the Sigmas?
Listen, let me tell you something. And I this is a conversation that has actually been going on for more years than we know. And this is how I think about it. When you think about the Alphas who were founded in 1906 and the Sigmas who were founded in 1914, combine those years together, that's 226 years of Black men fraternal order. So for you to expect them after all those years of legacy, all those years of brotherhood, all those years of fraternal order as biological men to just automatically accept biological women who have transitioned into their fraternity, you've got to give them space and time to understand what that means and how it may affect all of the legacy that they have with their fraternities. Now, listen, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I've been a part of the bond for 31 years. I pledged at the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill when I was in graduate school. And back then, it was still very side-eyed having people in the LGBTQ community to join the fraternities at that time. It's the same argument that the United States Army military has made. And that is, listen, you've got to understand that and that's why I don't test, don't tell in 1993 was such a big deal, because the entry of those people, and not those people, I don't mean those people like that, but the entry of gays into the military caused great concern on the cohesiveness, on the morale, and what they call the military readiness, which is the safety of the military, because they did not understand what being gay really meant. They thought it was a bad thing. So with fraternities, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same model. A lot of fraternities are concerned letting a biological woman who has transitioned into their fraternal order may cause some type of cohesiveness issue, may cause some type of morale issue, may cause some type of brotherhood issue. And that's fine. I think the conversation 30 years ago when I first came into the fraternal order is different than it is now, but we're not quite there yet. And you can't beat up those traditional individuals who are still trying to figure it out. What we can do, though, is offer a solution that's comfortable and realistic for everybody and involved. And for me, that means that the Panhellenic Council of the Divine Nine need to come together and think about expanding the 9 to 11. To me, the answer here is until we have a better understanding of the trans community as a whole, as a Black fraternity, as a Black male fraternity, as a Black sorority, as a Black female sorority, let's create another Divine Nine, one for trans women, one for trans men. It gives them the environment to be safe, to be heard, to be understood, and build their own brotherhood or sisterhood, which is why they are attracted to the original Divine Nine. And I don't think personally that I have a problem with that.
Okay. All right, good note. That's right. Gamma Up, Mighty Gamma Up Salon Chapter 3 Club. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated myself.
All right.
Okay, just start scrolling.
You're probably better at it than me, too.
Yeah. My shoulders are retired.
Don't y'all dive in whipped cream?
Look, don't get in our business, brother.
That's what they do. The Kappa, I know at TSU, they used to have the whipped cream.
Yeah, look, brother. Let me just ask a real question. Real quick.
Go ahead, Mom.
And we know, and you talked about it back then, 31 years ago when you pledged. It was a different type of time. Now, explain, because a lot of people don't understand that. And when you're pledging and you're online with somebody, the feeling that you have, and like it's been times where you look at that person next to you like, and then after that process is over, you feel a certain type of way. So how would you feel? Tell people, explain how you would feel. How do you think a person would be able to explain how they feel about pledging next to a trans person?
So this is the deal. For me, I'm a little bit more evolved, right? I came out in 2018. I've had to come into my own as it relates to my sexuality and also how I identify in the LGBTQ spectrum. So this is what I say. We have all, if you pledged the line, you've had somebody on that line in the beginning that you look side-eye and you were like, oh, wait a minute. Now how he get on this line? Or how she get on this line? Or I don't even like this person. But after you go through that process, when they break you down and they teach you what brotherhood is all about, what achievement is all about, what trust is all about, and what family is all about, you have a whole different understanding of the process and your brothers and or sisters that are on that line. Now, the best thing about this is, for me, I would not, at this age that I am now and how evolved I have become, I don't think I would have a problem pledging with a trans person. However, back 31 years ago, I think I would have been like most of us in this fraternal order with a little eyebrow raised because we did not understand it. And you've got to give space always for people to get caught up and understand and be educated. I could pledge with a trans person because I understand that it's not any type of, it's not like any type of bad thing. It's just a process of life. It's like, and for me, and I will say this, when you decide to be in one of these fraternities, you decide to be in the mission of the fraternity. It doesn't matter who's on that line with you.
Exactly.
All of you, after a certain number of months or days, when you cross that sand, you have crossed that sand and you all have developed a bond like family. So to say that I wouldn't allow a trans person to be on my line is like me saying, if my sister was trans, that I wouldn't sit beside her in church. And that's ridiculous.
Well, real quick, Moon, can you pull up that alpha picture real quick? The alpha picture, Moon, please, and put it on the screen. I hate everything about them sleeveless alpha shirts, and that does not represent my fraternity. I don't know who came up with this, with these get in free before 9 wristbands. They got on. I hate everything about the picture. I just want to let you know that.
Why don't they line us like that?
I don't know.
So it's so interesting.
Y'all still wearing headbands?
What you say, Al?
It's so interesting. Listen how he's defining how uncomfortable he is with that shirt style.
I am.
Imagine if one of those individuals was a trans man.
Okay. I do want to ask you about the, just the Divine Nine expanding to accommodate this trans community. I know you mentioned it briefly about maybe going to a 9 or 11, Divine 11. How do you think that would look?
Hey, I think, listen, at the end of the day, what are you attracted about in these fraternities, the other Divine Nine? To me, it would be brotherhood or sisterhood. To me, it would be, service, right? Scholarship, excellence, chasing that dream. And to me, you're looking for a family and a home to help amplify how you feel about that fraternity. So putting a what I would consider a Divine 10, being a trans woman sorority, offers them that safe haven to do that. Making a Divine 11, offering trans men that safe haven to do that. I don't see anything wrong with that. In fact, I think that should be something that we talk about in our Pan-Atlantic conference that's coming up this year.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's some things to be discussed. But over here, you just joined a gang like me and you all right. I ain't never had these problems. But anyway, before we let you go, I have to ask, because you just went through a very public breakup with your hit Fox Soul show, TGIF. Now, I was a viewer, and now there has been a lot of accusations from your former co-host about you, saying that you did a couple things to break up the show. So I want to give you an opportunity to clear things up.
Wait a minute, tell me the tea, because I was vacationing in Greece. I was
go give him the tea then.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me twice, friend. Now, Claudia Jordan, she sat down with Carlos King, and she said that she thinks you hate her. Do you hate Claudia?
Are you making this up?
I wouldn't lie.
So she
On my
actually
game, I
said,
wouldn't lie.
she's actually said, she actually said on a public platform that she thinks I hate her.
That's what they say, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. That could be further from the truth. The thing that concerns me about that, when you say I hate her, that she's using hate as a verb. That means I'm projecting something onto her. Wow, that could be furthest from the truth. Listen, Claudia Jordan is a super talented woman. She was the face of the network. She created the show, and she gave me an opportunity to come on that show, and it changed my life. After 20 years of being in the marriage, in the situation that I was in, people had defined me a certain way, and this show gave me an opportunity to show people who I really was. Being on television every day, an hour a day, really opened up my heart and my mind and other people's hearts and minds to really understand who the real Al Reynolds was. I lived unapologetic. I was honest and true. So it really saddens me that the word that she would choose to describe how I feel about to be hate. You know, I'll never forget when I started doing therapy 20 years ago. And I used my therapist as a life coach. And my life coach back in the day when I used to use those words told me something that have always stuck with me. When you say stuff like, I hate somebody, or I hate this person, that has nothing to do with the person. Psychologists and medical doctors have proven that what that has to do is your own self-esteem, as well as your ability to project what your feelings are on other people. So I'm sorry she used that word, because that's the furthest from the truth. I bring her nothing but respect and gratitude for putting me in that chair for almost 5 years, and I could never use the word hate to describe our friendship.
Well,
I'm happy to hear that.
we'll go a little deeper, because you made that sound nice, but they said you sabotaged the show. That's what Armand and Claudia said.
Get out of here! Are y'all playing with me? I think y'all no, that's what they're saying.
That's what the people saying.
Look, let me tell you something. If we're really going to unpack this, I will give this to the Shade Room right here today, and I'm going to speak on it right now. Now, listen. She told our fans of the show, she told them that I have no influence and that I barely got my seat myself. All right. So accordingly, I was the least talented person on the entire panel. Both of those, you sit beside two superstars. So my question to you three would be, okay, I'm not the face of the network, correct? I'm not the creator of the show, correct? Accordingly, I'm the least talented of the show, correct? And if I sabotage, if I was such a bad addition to the shows, if I was the problem, wouldn't the network just pluck me off, like fire my ass, get rid of me if I was the problem? Why would you cancel an entire show if I sabotage it? And listen, I made $250,000 for 20 hours of work a month. Guys, who's gonna sabotage that? That's like working part-time at McDonald's, 20 hours part-time a week and making $250,000.
That's a black job.
That's a good black job.
Let me tell you, that's a good black job. Let me tell you something. We learned in pre-K. Listen, that's a good job. We learned in pre-K that 1 + 1 = 2. I did not create the show. I'm not the face of the network. I'm not the most talented on the platform. And if I was the problem, why not just get rid of him? Come on, y'all. Come on, Frat. Somebody get in and help me out.
That was 4. But
exactly.
That was 4. But man, before we let you out of here, what's next for Al Reynolds? Good dude. Talk to us.
Listen, you know, I have a show called The Court of Public Opinion, which I invite all of the roomies to come on over and check me out. It is smart talk, using celebrities, using political figures, using athletes as backdrop on what they got and how they got in trouble legally, and teaching you the law. We're teaching people how to handle tenant landlord dispute, how to handle car accidents, how to handle wrongful termination if you will feel discriminated on the work job, how to handle any type of dispute like with a neighbor or something like that. We are teaching people the law so that you will be better equipped on stop and frisk. When the cops pull you over, we will teach you your rights so that if you listen and see our show today, you can apply everything that you can learn to legally protect yourself the same day. I also have a new show coming out on my YouTube platform, it's at the Al Reynolds, which is an Al and Shannon show. It's two of us. We've known each other for over 30 years. She was an attorney and a CPA. I was a private banker, and we're getting ready to teach people how to save money and transfer wealth and get wealthier because we're tired. All of us are tired of being broke. And I'm going to create a show to teach people how to get your credit together, how to get your savings together, how to get your money right, how to acquire property, how to acquire wealth, and not only how to acquire it, but also how to transfer it down to your kids and their kids.
Love it, man. All right, and thanks for joining us. Good news. Thanks a lot, Al. Come back anytime, bro. Come back.
Al, you got any last words for Claudia?
She's so messy, and I love every second of it. I love every second of it.
Don't get out of here before she gets you in trouble.
No, he's going to give us his last word.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Listen, call me anytime. You guys are the real. Y'all are the truth, and I would love to be a part of the family in some way. Have a good night.
Anytime.
Well, that went fast, and you got Al up out of here, but I think they're going to invite us back next week. We might get to do this again, of course, with the Roomies and more Shade Room headlines. I can't wait.
I know, and if you got a tip, a scoop, something you want to tell us, holla at us, man. Just hit us up. We got you.
That's right. Until next time, make sure you represent the culture with excellence. We'll holla at you. Woo, 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 woo.